isn't playoff time. And welcome back, guys. It's finally here. We've kind of been sitting around all year waiting. Some of us were fighting for playoff spots, but some like me kind of knew it was always in the cards we would be here. So everything kind of comes down to right now. You know, the previous 14 weeks out the window. Who cares? It's You really got to lay your nuts on the table at this point. May the better man win. So obviously we're not going to be doing power rankings because it's playoff time. So I'll say this before we kind of get into what matters, these playoff matchups. We'll do a quick moment of silence for those who didn't get this far. Liam Walsh, Jake Wirtanen, Connor Norton, and old Carter Kizik. I guess we'll do the moment of silence now. Okay, that's it. Now, I hate to smile and laugh about, fallen soldiers like these guys, but specifically Carter, I mean, man, it does feel pretty damn good to say that he missed playoffs. But that's kind of enough about the losers bracket. We kind of have more important things to move on to. So unfortunately for those guys, their season's over. I mean, they can play for 7th place. Congrats. But yeah, that's about enough on them. Now, what we're going to do is do a little interview with the managers who are playing this week. Now, obviously, Gavin is the 1 seed. Caleb is the 2 seed. They're both on bye. So we won't really be hearing from them, honestly, because we, believe it or not, we reached out for comment. And instead of practicing and studying film and like trying to get their team better, apparently they're both on vacation this week. So we'll see how that works out for both of them next week. But you won't be hearing from them this week while they're on bye. We're gonna start off with the matchup of the week. It is 5 seed Papa Sarm, Dan Sarmiento, versus 4 seed Ben Evans. So we'll kind of dive into both of their current situations. We'll kind of get them both, do a little interview with them, and then we'll move on to Cole and my matchup. Now, I think we're going to spend a lot more time on the matchup of the week than me and Cole's game. Me and Cole's game is, as Evans coined it, Cole's JMU, and it's a pretty good way to put it. So, I guess we'll just kind of dive right into our first interview. All right, we're here with our first manager, longtime veteran of the league, Papa Sarm. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hey guys, Mike, it's okay. You can say manager of the year. You can say that. It's all right. We all know it. Actually, we're doing some talking before this, talking about how Cole's put up the least amount of points in the league and hasn't even gotten over 109. But that's not the competition we're after today. Obviously, we're going after Evans. But
These
anyway,
are
good.
true statements. Can't totally deny them. And the Vegas odds certainly have you up there as one of the favorites. I'll say that. The committee has taken notice of the job you've done this year. So, we'll go into your matchup last week. Kind of a win and get in scenario for you. And you came through and had the biggest week of the season. So do you want to kind of say anything to Carter? How, it was his first time this year as a manager, first year, and I guess you kind of had to show him what it's really like to be in this league.
Well, it's funny is Carter saw the reality of what it's like in this league. He was all fired up, man. I don't know what his record was going into like the last 3 weeks, but
Not
he
great.
makes that not great. He's like, all right, I need to trade. I need to do something to revamp my team. Possibly the worst trade he could have made. Definitely the worst trade he could have made. Goes on a little shit fest after that, and gets smacked by my boys in the last week. So it's hard. You got to play all 14 games in this league, like you really
Yeah.
do. You can't take any weeks off. We've learned that over the years, but yeah, no, I was really proud of my guys, and we took care of business. And the chips fell where they needed to fall, and we got the 5 seed, which is great.
Pretty good. And, we'll just state for the record, the final score of that was Dan 134.34 to Carter's 77 points when Carter needed it the most. So, I think Carter learned a valuable lesson in his first year, but we won't dive too much into him. Because now we kind of let's move into your matchup this week. You're facing off not a rookie manager like Carter, but this is just the second year for Evans. And actually, no, he did make playoffs last year, but he was a one and done last year, so he's looking to kind of flip that script. And he's a 9.5 point favorite coming into this. How do you feel about that?
I think we've been projected to lose every single week. I wouldn't be surprised if we had been at least 12 out of 14 weeks we've been projected to lose. Look, I have made the moves that I needed to make. They haven't been perfect. I've made mistakes. Hell, we all have. But I didn't have to pay the price for them in the ways other people have. And now I'm in a chance to kind of put all my chips on the table and say, hey, how can we make this happen? I'm just looking at my roster right now. Like, look, we're a ragtag group. We got no number one ranked players except for my kicker, which he's been great recently. But
He is
I
a
mean, the
stud.
rest is that ranked 4, 5, 7. When you look at your team, Mike, or some of the guys at the top, you guys got ones and twos across the board. So look, I'm just worried about what we're taking care of ahead of us, and I think it's really going to kind of come down to our stars. Like, what can our stars do? Like, is Jamar Chase going to go crazy for Evans? Is Higgins even going to play? I don't know. Is ETN, is he going to put up 20 or like 3 points? I don't know. Devontae Adams, was he going to get another 3 1-yard touchdowns? I don't know. That's what's going to determine the game. So, but I'm excited to find out, and we're going to just do our best.
Yeah, I think the committee's certainly taken note. You guys kind of have a next man up mentality on your team. Roma Dunze goes down next week. You plug in DK Metcalf. He has his best week of the season when he needed the most, just as an example. So, I I'll just go outright and say it. The commissioner's pick, I'm picking the upset this week. I'm not only picking Dan to cover the spread, I'm picking him as an outright winner. I don't think Evans, we've kind of seen with Evans all year when the committee ranks him high, he crumbles. So I don't know how he's going to handle this the pressure of these playoffs, but um I guess that'll be all for now. From longtime OG veteran, former commissioner manager Papa Sarm, um, and in the running for manager of the year. So yeah, I guess we'll kind of move in now to who he's playing this week and see what Evans has to say. Any
Thanks,
any
Mike. Thanks,
closing
guys.
thoughts?
No, I mean, Gavin, I know you're watching this. You're a pussy, and if I win this game, I'm coming for your ass round two. But we'll get there when we get there. Fuck you, Gavin. All right, see you guys.
All right, we're here with the man of the hour. Second year manager Ben Evans. First or not first time in playoffs, right? You were in
No, it
playoffs.
is not. Sophomore slump is not a thing in my organization.
So Ben, before we dive into this, we have to address the elephant in the room. I almost beat you by 100 points last week.
You did. Yeah,
Any
you
comment?
almost did.
Any comment on that?
Listen, my team has been easily maybe the most volatile team this league has ever seen, or at least since I've joined the league. And if there's
Certainly in
one
recent
thing,
memory.
yeah, if there's one thing I know, I'm due. I'm fucking due. It's not even funny.
I am a
So,
proponent of the do factor. I do believe
yeah.
in the do factor. So
Oh, it's gonna
I,
be
I
good.
might be with you on that.
It's gonna be
Now,
good.
does it make you a little nervous that Dan's coming into this week off his best week of the season?
No, because if you think about it, what is, flip that upside down. I'm fucking due. That's great. Dan's team just emptied the fucking tank to make playoffs.
That could be true.
What's gonna happen? I'm gonna put 100 piece on him, and
Calling
he's
your
out
shot.
as quick as he was in.
Well,
You know?
the app has you as a 9.5 point favorite. And I'll tell you outright, the commissioner's pick, I picked Dan. And I'll
Listen,
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
yeah,
Because you've been scarred by the committee in their rankings. When the committee kind of props you up a little bit, bad shit seems to happen for you.
it does.
The committee has never been watching as closely as they are this week.
Hmm.
So does that kind of get the nerves on your side? Like you guys might not show
No,
up?
I've reached a point where I'm done caring about what the committee thinks. It's been a
Wow.
constant thing where over and over the committee puts me really high up, then I make a trade and my team tanks for a week or two. Guess what? Can't make trades anymore. There's no room for me to even fuck up.
That is true.
I just got to ride with my guys, and I'm happy to do that because if I ride with them, they're gonna ride with me. You know. So fuck all the noise. It's gonna be a good week for my squad. I know it. It's gonna be a bad week for Dan. I can just smell it in the air. It's like a cold front coming in the Northeast.
Well, both you guys called your shot, so
Mhm.
and this is the matchup of the week. I mean, it was a pretty easy choice because everyone knows I'm gonna dust Cole, so it's like, do we even
Yeah.
pay attention to me in his matchup? Probably not,
I
but
said it yesterday. Cole's like JMU.
he is.
It's
I mean, honestly,
Cole's just happy to be here.
but that almost doesn't do it justice because I'm way better than Oregon, right? I'm Ohio State, I'm Indiana. Cole is, I think
Hmm.
JMU's giving him a little too much credit. But
Listen, I'm not gonna react to what you just said. I'm not gonna, jack up your team or bring you down. I'll just leave that.
yeah,
We'll just leave you with that.
we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
You know, you're
But
going into the weekend as a favorite. That
listen, here's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm going into the week as a favorite. Dan just lost T. Higgins. What does that do for my wide receiver one? Let's get him some fucking targets. Joe Burr is gonna do that. Jamar is
if the
like
Ravens
so
too,
due.
Jamar does go
Literally,
crazy.
if you think of everybody on my team, they're so due. It's all I really have to say. I'm due.
Well, um, I can't disagree with you there, Evans.
Yeah.
Except what do you think about JT with Philip Rivers? I mean,
The- I think if Philip Rivers comes back, I know it's been half a decade since
hey,
he's played. I don't think he forgot how to check down to his running back. So
fair point.
JT is going to be a big part of this game script. There's no question about that. They're ramping him up to carry this team this week as much as possible, even if it's a blowout. You think they're going to let Philip Rivers sling it downfield? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't see it.
JT's getting that ball 9 times out of 10.
Well, I guess that's really all we need. May the better man win. Whichever one of you guys wins, we'll see them next week.
Hmm. Hmm.
So just know the committee's watching.
I'm going to send Dan crawling back to LA.
He's gonna be out with the homeless when you're done with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he'll be done with football forever. Just stick to baseball.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Manager Evans.
Thank you.
I forget what your team's even called now. You've changed your
It's
name
just
three
it's just
times.
Evans. It's just
Just
Evans
Evans.
now.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens.
All right. Sounds good, Mike.
All right, that was some good stuff out of Evans and Dan. I think that'll be a pretty good matchup. Now we'll move into what in my mind is more of the main event because I'm involved. Um, we are gonna sit down with Cole and kind of get his thoughts, on the matchup this week and also my thoughts. So yeah, let's go to that. All right. Here we are with OG manager Cole, 6 years of
Sure.
service to the league. Not really
Sure.
much to show for it, but
Hey, I made the shit more than you. Got
let's
more
not go
money
into
to show for it than you.
let's not go into past history. Let's focus on the now. Um, you know, Cole, we've already talked to Dan, and I'll say you guys are the two front runners for manager of the year honors.
Let's go.
Um, but the problem is many think your season ends this week. You are about a 15-point underdog coming into the week. So, I guess give me your thoughts on that.
I mean, listen, facing Josh Allen, CMC, JSN, and Puka
It's daunting.
is it's pretty terrifying. It's pretty terrifying. I'm gonna need my guys to show up. I'm gonna need Bijan to absolutely rape on Thursday tomorrow night. But honestly, I think our game is game of the week because it's Josh Allen versus the Patriots. Drake
That
May
is
versus
true.
Josh Allen. Like I think that's sick. It's way better than Ben and Dan's Ben and Dan's game. Like David Montgomery versus who is Ben's RB2? It's someone ass. I know it's someone that
Yeah,
sucks.
it's probably not
Like
great. I can't think of
yeah,
it.
dude. Like they're both projected under 110 points. Like embarrassing. Yeah, like our game's way sicker.
I will say our matchup, it pretty much comes down to the Pats game. I mean,
Yeah,
like your team, it pretty much you're banking on the Pats going crazy and you need them to shut down the Bills. And if that
exactly.
happens, then I'm probably screwed. I will say that. And I mean, Bijan on a Thursday night, you know, could be bad or it could be like 30 points. We don't really know.
There's no in between. It's either 10 points or 30.
So, I mean, that'll send shockwaves through our locker room if Bijan goes out and you start off the week with 30 points.
Yep.
But,
And
as
Kyle
you
Pitts
alluded
too.
to,
I'm gonna start Kyle Pitts over Tyler Warren this week.
yeah, so really
It's a ballsy move.
this your week essentially is Pats Falcons.
Yep.
Those are the
Uh-huh.
teams that matter. Um, as you alluded to, I got the God Squad.
Yeah.
Um, I need CMC, I need Puka, I need JSN to kind of do their thing, and I'll feel pretty good about our guys. But
Well, I'll tell you what's scary is we played 2 weeks ago and JSN put up like 3 points.
I
Like
know
he's not gonna do that again.
one of honestly the most disappointing. Like I've had everybody on my team has had a bad week. Like Josh Allen gave me like 8 points one week when I played Caleb, but
Yeah.
I've never been so disappointed and just sad because I never thought Puka would do, or I never thought JSN would do that to me. Of all the guys to let me down, I never thought it would be him. Now, does that suck for you? Because that was only 2 weeks ago, and he certainly remembers that. And if
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
looking
dude,
for
and
revenge,
they all have good matchups.
they do happen to
It's
all
like
have good
actually it's a little
matchups.
scary. I'm gonna
Granted, though,
need
I will say I think they all
some
had
luck.
good matchups the first time we played, and none of them played well. I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure.
know. The Vikings secondary is like pretty
Or
good.
yeah, I guess JSN didn't, but I don't remember who Puka or CMC played, but I feel like they both
It
were like
was
pretty
it was
big
the
disappointments.
Panthers.
Puka against the Panthers. Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah,
not
see,
like
I don't remember who
great.
CMC was playing, but CMC didn't have a bad week.
But yeah, I mean, I'll just give you fair warning what JSN might do to you this week. Some might categorize it as, sexual abuse. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's really it. I I'm one to, as everybody knows, I'm one to let the players do the talking. I'm not a big talker. I kind of let them go out and do their thing and we roll with that. So I guess any closing thoughts, any last words?
I mean, listen, I haven't put up over 110 points one time. This would be the week to put up 150. This would be
This
it. This is the only time.
I will say
Time
this,
to shine.
it would be a shocking upset. And to be honest, my team's head coach would potentially be on the chopping block if they lose round one this year. That's the situation.
I'm gonna get my guys here in the locker room pregame, and they know what's at stake. They know what's on the line. So
Well,
it's
it
gonna be a
all
great one.
starts it all starts tomorrow night. So
Yes,
we'll
sir.
uh we'll see what Bijan can do. But yeah, I mean,
A lot is riding on his shoulders.
We'll
That's gonna be so
we'll
sick.
let our guys do the talking, and we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Yep.
And that'll conclude it, guys. The goal was a 10-minute video. Looks like this is actually going to exceed 20 minutes. So the goal was failed. But it's playoff season. I don't think anybody's upset with a little bit longer of a video. This is a banger. And yeah, I mean, I'm fired up, guys. It's round 1 of the playoffs. We're finally here. I don't even want to talk about this, but I actually didn't even make playoffs last year. So it's kind of been a long time coming for me and my guys. But look, everybody kind of thinks, you come into playoffs, there's some really good teams, some not so great teams, but end of the day, it's any given Sunday. In a league like this, a league with the likes of ours, anybody can win. I mean, hell, Liam's won twice. Or no, Connor's won twice. Liam's won once. So that just kind of goes to show you anything is possible, right? So yeah, I mean, that'll about do it for this video. And may the best man win this week, and we'll see who survives next week. But yeah, we'll see you guys.